All right, so we're recording. Welcome to our first Teach Talk session. I am Sherelle Edwards, and today we're going to be talking about Microsoft in education. So I'm going to go down the line from where I can see, and I want you to introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you, where you work, and what island you're on. Shavette?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I am Shavette Black. I recently relocated to New Providence, which is home after Hurricane Dorian. I am employed at the C.V. Bethel Senior High School teaching tourism and hospitality studies to grade 10 through grades 10 through 12. And this would be my 8th year of teaching.
Awesome. Welcome, Shavette. Don't you make some nice little pastries too?
I do.
What's the name of that company?
It's called Vet's Delightful Treats.
Thank you. All right, Mr.
You're
Kirkland
welcome.
Charles, don't forget to leave out your little tasty treats too, sir.
All right, hello everyone. My name is Kirkland Ricardo Charles II. 6 years in the profession. I teach family consumer science at the grade AF at Lee Junior High School, where I currently serve as the teacher of the year of 2019-2021. And Sherelle would have mentioned already that I do have a little side gig as well. My company is named We Love Unlimited Flour, and we do all of the pastries and cakes that Sherelle so cannot resist, right?
It's true. He's responsible for 10 of my pounds. Not all of the pounds, but 10 of the pounds. I don't know if I... All right, thank you, Charles. Suzette Knowles?
I don't have a speak mic.
Oh, okay. All right, so we'll go to Penniman.
Okay, so my name is Kendallyn Pennerman. I am a teacher at SC McPherson Junior High School. I teach social studies, and I don't bake anything.
You like me, Penniman? We don't bake. All right, Alexis, would you like to talk? If you do, you could unmute your mic. Or what I'll do is unmute it, and then you can say yay or nay. Let's do that. Oh, no, you're unmuted. Go ahead. Oh, it went back. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, good day. My name is Alexis Zoya Murphy.
Yes.
I teach at Crossing Rocks Primary in Abaco.
Oh, hi. Welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I teach grade 3. I've been teaching for 13 years now.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Shakira says Shakira's iPad. So Shakira, you can go. To catch Shakira off guard. Shakira, you there? Okay, we're gonna go to Portia. Portia, you want to tell us where do you teach? Where are you located? I'll unmute you, and then you can go ahead.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I am Portia Grant. I am teaching at Albury Sale Primary School right now.
Okay.
I'm in the 3rd grade.
All right. Welcome, Portia. And we're gonna have Victoria. Victoria, would you like to speak? Unmute you. Okay. Okay, there we go. No, still not unmuting. Siobhan, you go ahead, you talk. I see you.
Hello.
Hey. Yes, Siobhan Clark. Yes.
Okay, I'm in.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you? Where do you work? What subject do you teach?
Siobhan Clark, Science, Health and General Science, AFRV Junior High School.
Welcome. And let's see if we can get Victoria. Okay, go ahead, Victoria.
Okay, hi, I'm Victoria Colley-Smith. I'm from LA. I've been teaching now for 10 years.
Right.
Glad to be here, I guess.
Awesome. All right. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mute all of the mics, and then I'm gonna start screen sharing. I'll mute all mics. All right. So what we're actually gonna talk about is something called Microsoft Education. Many of us are aware that we actually have emails that are associated with Microsoft and education, while there are a lot of us that do not know this. So I'm going to go ahead and share screen with you. All right, I'm going to hit screen. Yes. All right. So this is my screen. We're going to talk about the Microsoft in Education platform. The first thing you need to know, how do I get in this platform? How do I sign up? All right. You see, I'm already in. How did I get in here? What we did is you have to sign in. Okay. My 5-year-old is peeping in. You have to sign in first. So what is going to happen is, you see there, it came up. It's going to ask you to use an email. I would always recommend that you use your professional email because this is a professional network. You would sign up. You notice that I have 2 emails. I have an AF Adley and an Anatol. That's because I was at AF Adley for 12 years. And then I was at, I'm now at Anatol for my 2nd year. But what happened was all of my information associated with this account was on the AF Adley email. And so I decided to keep both of them because I didn't want to lose the items that I have in the Microsoft Education platform. Let me give you a little background of who I am as well. I am an art teacher at Anatol Rogers High School, but I was at AF Adley for 12 years. I was subject officer. I was subject coordinator. I was year head. I was TOY at AF Adley during that time. But I also have international accreditation. I'm a certified innovative educator with Microsoft. I actually won 2 competitions with Microsoft. I've been to Spain as well as Budapest, Hungary with the Microsoft network. This is why I really think it's important that most of us would know exactly how powerful the email that you have through the ministry is. When you go onto these sites and you put lessons in the network, people are reviewing them, they're looking at them. So when time as April comes, May, you can actually recommend yourself to become a Microsoft educator expert. And what happens then, you go into a competition with other people globally, Caribbean and Latin America, to win chances to go to different countries. Now, I'm no longer eligible because I've already been to 2 places, but I'm trying to get other people to understand the power of global education. We are no longer in a society where we only have to be concerned with what is happening locally, because the rest of the world, quite frankly, is moving at the speed of light, right? They're moving really, really fast. And we can see even now with the virtual learning, some of us were caught a little off guard with that, if you want to tell the truth, because we didn't know what we were going to do, how we were going to do it. And then thank goodness for the teachers who were already had their own little platforms. Otherwise, our kids would have been a little up the creek, right? So once you're in the actual network, there is a plethora of things that you can do. Everything in this network is free. I love free. I know you love free, right? They have courses that you can explore, learning paths. They have the resources, and they have where you can view your accolades. Hold on, let's move this out of the way. All right, and then you can review your accolades. Let's just go to profile for now. Let me show you what my profile looks like. All right, we encountered a problem. So let's go ahead and actually, boy, one thing with technology, if it could go wrong, it will go wrong, eh? Let's try again. All right, let's try this again. All right, so, oh boy. Okay, let's see if the Skype pod is still open, and then maybe I can go through there. Come on. All right, so anyway, I'll talk about what the platform is nonetheless. In this platform, they have courses that you can do. They have learning paths, and everything in here is free professional development. Yes, I said free, and these are high quality professional development courses. All right, and they're certified through Microsoft. So your certification, the certificate, they will send it to you, and it has their signature and the logo and everything on it. All right. They have the Skype in the classroom. That's what I really wanted us to look at today, because Skype in the classroom is a very powerful tool. You are able to connect your classes with people that are around the world. all right? So if we were doing a cooking class, say with Mr. Charles or Miss Black, we will be able to connect with a class in India to learn how to make their local delicacy, or connect with a class in Jamaica, and we would actually be able to learn how to cook with that class. All right, and the same thing here. If they were doing a practical, they're able to teach a class just using the Skype in the classroom platform. It's not just a platform where you use Skype, but they also have lessons for you to take a look at, and they also have objectives and I lost my train of thought. They have lessons for you to look at, and then they have collaborative areas for you to go to. Okay, now let's look at this. In the, let's see if this part came back up. I wanted to go here first. Ah, thank goodness we're back up. All right, so this is what I was telling you about, their courses. All right, browse the courses. You can take a look at any course. You'll see in progress to the top, I have problem-based learning, teaching sustainable development goals. That's the UN Sustainable Development Goals, okay? And then you'll see down here, they have 21st century learning. They have, let's go down some more. I'm looking for the one with Minecraft. They have some with Minecraft, assistive technology, Flipgrid. See here, beyond basics with Flipgrid. A lot of people are using Flipgrid in the class, and I've been doing it for years. My daughter's religion teacher is famous for using Flipgrid. A lot of assignments that she do for the classes where teachers have to, not teachers, parents have to collaborate with their kids, it's through Flipgrid. And so you would see here, it has an actual course for you to do at your own pace. And what they do is they give you points. So once you're done with this, they would give you 500 points, and it's only an hour. So you will take a short course in an hour, you get a certificate, and you get points towards your Microsoft and Education platform. All right? You'll see to the bottom here, it tells you, if you're not familiar, learn the basics of the platform. Here, boom, you press that, and it takes you to engage and amplify with Flipgrid. So that, therefore, you would have had, and then you see your learning objectives. And then it tells you to start the course. So therefore, you already had 2 courses on Flipgrid, 2 hours, 2 certificates. Okay? Let's go back this way. All right. Let's go back up to the top. And that's courses. Now, there's actually things called learning paths. You can go on a learning path, but it has various courses in it. All right? So say you want to do, let's do creating a digitally inclusive learning environment. Here you would see the learning path. It would give you everything that you would be doing. All right? It has it's courses within a course. And you can tell, and it gives you the number of hours you would take the course in. And once you're done, this is worth 3,000 points in the community, but you also get a certificate as well. So it's an easy way of getting personal development hours without having to technically leave your home or having to go somewhere. All right, and it's online, and it's with an accredited body. Okay. Now let's look at the achievements. Let me show you, these are everything that I would have done over the years. And those are the newer ones from the top to the bottom, okay? It'll show you my certification with Microsoft, and anybody, you can actually study to be certified with Microsoft. You would just have to find where they're doing the testing, all right? You will see that I'm a Skype host from 2015. I'm an MIE trainer for 2015, 2016. With that, you would have to train a certain amount of people within a year to get a badge, all right? You see I've used Skype in the classroom. This here, Microsoft Schools, this is actually for AF Adley. There was a time when all we did was use online at AF Adley. And we used the Microsoft so much that we were recognized as a Microsoft school through the Microsoft Education platform. All right, and that was in 2017. All right, and you'll see that I contribute to the community. I've traveled many miles on Skype. This one here is 25,000, 50,000 miles. And my total, I'll have to go back to the other thing to show you exactly how many total miles I would have traveled with Skype. Okay, let's go back to the Skype page. Yeah, see 64,542 miles. All right, What does it mean? That means that I have connected with classrooms around the world. I've connected with classrooms in the United States. I've connected with classrooms in Europe. I've connected with classrooms in India. And I'm an art and design teacher. So it's actually open to all subjects and everybody. This is an excellent tool for collaboration. Okay. The only issue right now, because I actually went and I tried to do a Skype call with somebody in another country, and I forgot everybody's on lockdown. So there was no class. I couldn't talk to anybody, and I had to remember that. But once it's open, you know, you jump on, see what all is happening. So here they give you resources, getting started with Skype. They give you resource, how to prepare the call. This is very important because you want to ensure that the kids know exactly how to use Skype. It's teaching digital citizenship, activity plans. You set the plan out, what are they going to do? And you can also have collaborative projects with people around the world. Skype also includes bringing in guest speakers. They have something called Mystery Skype. All right, let's sign back in. The internet is not wanting me to be great. Okay. I think that's it now. Let's see what's happening here. Yeah, so it allows you to do something called Mystery Skype. It allows you to, let's go here, for educators. So you can see everything that's available. These are all the plans and resources that's available for teachers, all right? Let's see if we could find the area with the Mystery Skype. Okay, here you go. So here we have, when you're trying to do a Skype lesson, they give you options, right? You can look for guest speaker sessions. You can invite people from around the world to come in and talk to your students. You can actually take virtual field trips. Once it's available online, you'll be able to plan the session with the individual and then run it. Then you can do something called a Mystery Skype in the classroom where your class guesses where the other class is and vice versa. And whoever guesses first wins the Mystery Skype. Then you can actually come together and do projects together. A lot of the projects on here, you would see there, they'd be like the green projects working together. They have a lot of art projects where kids work together and then they post the results of what happened, what they did, what they worked on, how it was, you know, give the process, and then they collab together and make videos, or they post pictures for all to see, and then they have resources for you as well. So we're going to go ahead and keep those clicked, and let's just say we're looking for, we're going to use the subject area, and then we're going to scroll down here and we're going to look for, let's say, history. I'm not a history teacher, but we're going to look anyway, right? So what you'll see that all the things I had selected, I have range from 3 to 18. You can range it smaller if you like. Then the sessions from 15 minutes to 180 minutes. Then you have the days down here. If you're looking for Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, or Friday. Okay, your availability. This is important. You have to ensure that you put in the times that you are looking for. Are they available between 3 to 4? Are they available to 7 to 9? Also, you have to be cognizant of the fact that time zones, all right? So not everybody is in the Eastern time zone like us. So you have to be you have to remember that when you are actually trying to select that time, you have to ensure that the person wouldn't be asleep when you're selecting a lesson with them. And mind you, some of them would get up. I had a lesson with a class in India. It would have been morning time for them. They went to the school and they did that Skype lesson with my children. I was totally impressed by that. I don't know if I would have gotten up and went in the morning with children. I think it's a no for me, but they did it. They got up and they went and they came and they did the collaborative lesson with my students. They actually showed us their native costumes and native rituals with music, and it was really fun. And then we showed them our pieces from Junkanoo, and they spoke about, my kids spoke about the food that we have and, you know, our dialect. And so it was a very good exchange between the two classes. And then you look for the region. What region are you looking for? all right? So we selected history. And so you would see here that this would come up for the United States, all right? You look through to see what would pique your interest. If nothing here piques your interest, then you can go ahead and select something else. Nothing's piquing my interest, obviously, so we're gonna select something else. Let's look at climate. Climate tends to have a lot of lessons, okay? So let's look at this one. This is ages 8 through 9. And it's in Virginia. And they're talking about animals and ecosystems. So that's the first thing. It tells you that this class is from 8 to 9 in Sterling, Virginia, and they're talking about ecosystems. One like me, I would not select this class because they didn't give me enough information. I wouldn't connect with this class. I would have to have a little bit more information on what the class is about. What are they studying? Who the teacher is. Now, mind you, the teacher is here, and you can click, it's in Ecuador, so you can click on the teacher's name, all right? And you can press learn more, but you can notice they still didn't give me enough information. So for me, even though the Skype is vetted, I still wouldn't connect my class with that class because I would still need to know more about the project. What are you guys doing? What is your objectives? At the end of the day, will my kids actually enjoy the lesson that you are putting forth? All right, so let's look at this one. You would see here, it gives you a little bit more, just a little bit more, still not enough that I would want, but anyway, it's a little bit more and it tells you exactly what the class is learning. All right, and it's telling you that you know, he wants a debate, he wants a discussion. So then you can actually decide, all right, maybe I might want to do a discussion with my class. So this would be a good time for me to connect, or not a good class for me to connect with. All right. It feels so weird talking to myself. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to, I think I'm going to have to unmute this mic because I love the whole virtual concept, but friend here needs somebody to answer me back. All right. So let's go ahead. We're going to unmute. Hold on. Or you can just, no, I think I have you unmute. I have everybody muted. So I'm going to stop sharing for a moment so I can get to the panel. Because it's weird for me talking to myself like this. I'm a very interactive.
Unmute myself.
Oh, hey, Pederman. So anybody who wants to unmute, please unmute. This is very weird for me talking to myself like this. Everybody who knows me knows that I love interaction and I need people to talk back to me. Okay, so please unmute these mics. I was trying my best to be, oh, we're gonna mute the mics. And no, this ain't working for Sherelle. All right, so any questions? Any questions so far? Was there anything that you wanted me to go back to or wanted me to review?
Just some persons need to turn down their TV or whatever because I can hear.
Okay, earlier
something in the background.
Valid point. So if you're not speaking, let's go ahead and mute until we're ready to speak. So if you want to speak, let me know and then I will say, okay, you can go ahead. But if you're not speaking, either mute the mic or we're going to turn on the TV. Thanks for that. All right.
Hello.
Hey.
Portia Grant.
Hi, Portia.
I was wondering how you got on to Skype.
Okay, good question, Portia.
From profile.
All right.
From the profile to there.
Okay, so technically, listen, Portia, now I'm not really on Skype. Let me tell you where I am. Let's go back. See why I need this mic open. Now I feel like I feel like we learning. All right. So what happened here now? I went to the Educators Center. Let me close this back so this won't be in the way. On the first page, it gives you a list of things that you are able to do. Once we scroll down, we're going to scroll down and see here, this is the remote learning, teaching and learning platform. You ever heard of Teams? Anybody?
Yeah, I've heard of Teams.
That is actually Microsoft's Classroom. And technically, because we are Microsoft, we are using Microsoft product and it's a free product that we get from Microsoft, we should be using Teams. That's just my personal opinion. Because it would be easier for us to integrate the kids into the platform. we can just put in emails, literally create emails for our students and create our classroom in the Teams platform.
And just they said that they were supposed to have been actually giving students Microsoft emails as well, but I don't think they even reached that far.
Right. See, we're a little behind. Unfortunately, we had a lot of time, you know, we had a lot of time to actually, if this had happened, how it happened now, we had a lot of time to get it right. We're going to cast no blames, but we can still get it right. We can still use the tools that are available for free to us. But that's a whole different training. I'm trying to see if I can get the actual Microsoft learning expert for the Caribbean and Latin American region to give us a tutorial on that. I emailed her the other day and they emailed me back on Monday, but they are actually working from home. So they are trying to balance life as well. So she's going to email me back and then we'll talk and see if we can actually get a lesson on using Teams. Because to be honest with you, I personally don't know how to use Teams well enough to do a talk on it because we don't have the information we need in Teams. So I've never really explored Teams. It's only now it's like, boy, why didn't I do more professional development on learning Teams?
Yeah,
it would have been so perfect right now. But that's actually, you know how Google has a classroom? Teams is Microsoft Classroom.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Sherelle, this is Chevette. I have a question.
Okay.
How does Skype hold up against apps such as Zoom and Edmodo and Remind and all of those other apps? Would you recommend this about those other apps?
You mean Skype as the video conferencing or Skype as the learning platform?
No, I mean as the learning platform that you're teaching us now. How does that hold up against, like, say, Google Classroom or Zoom or Remind or any of those other apps? Would you recommend those?
I would recommend, all of them are very good, but I would recommend Teams because it has the same capabilities and it's easier for us to integrate our students because all of the teachers are on Microsoft platform, Office 365. We're all on that. That's the free platform that, you know, we have with the government. So it'd be easier for us to integrate our kids using the Teams. We're all on that. All they would have to do is actually put the kids, even I think teachers at this point would be willing to put their own children in.
Exactly.
We would be willing to just put them in, you know?
Yeah, they would be willing.
Yeah, it's easier for us to do that. And like I said, all I do is get a training on it and we would be going in no time. But like I say, all the other ones are good too. Now, I wouldn't recommend, like I did a test with Skype the other day with Mr. Childs. And the Skype was okay, but the Zoom quality is better. If you want to do a class with your, notice I'm using Zoom. You want to do a class with your students, use Zoom. The quality of the camera and the picture is so much better. Yeah, and you have more control with Zoom than you have Skype. Skype got to actually, when you're talking about dealing with a class, now if you're just Skyping another class around the world, that's fine because that's from one place to the other. You don't have to have multiple kids trying to come on. Mind you, Skype gives you 50 people, but I just don't feel like it's clear enough. Now, if you don't mind the fact that it's not as clear as Zoom, that's fine because you can sell files, you can send stickers, everything you could do in Zoom, well, except muting mics and raising hands. That ain't gonna happen. No, I think you could raise your hand in the Zoom. in Skype. I have to double check that. But yeah, but the Skype, I would use it only for Skyping another class.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think more people that come on kind of breaks up the quality. All right, so, okay, I think, Portia, you asked me how I got the Skype in the classroom.
Right, I see it now.
You see it? So we scroll down, and if you look all to the bottom here, you'll see that they have training courses. So just go back up, click this, and the thing, explore activities. With Skype, Skype in the classroom, it used to be where once you were on the educators platform, you were already signed in. But now it's a separate platform. So when you go into the Skype in the classroom, you have to sign up again. They've separated, yes, they've separated it. And I believe they separated it so they could actually get a little bit more control over it. You see? So once you're in here, you have options. Somebody TV. I don't know who's that. You turn it down just a little bit. I get some feedback into the mic. I don't know who that is. Anyone watching TV? It's giving me a feedback. I don't even know if they realize it. Okay, so once we come here, we want to go to find activities and classroom. The activities are the things that will be taking place. Classroom is the actual teacher's class. Okay, oh Lord. All right, somebody, TV really giving me a feedback. Anybody watching TV? Knock, knock, who there?
I have on their phone.
they probably laying out watching TV, they ain't hearing me. Knock, knock, who's there? And I really don't want to mute the mic again because I like interaction. I really don't like talking to myself. Okay, so once you see we get here, all right, Portia, we're looking at, this is what we're looking at. Do we need a guest speaker? Do we need a virtual trip? Do we need a mystery Skype, or do we need a collaborative project, or just resources? So you would have to decide which one of these things you actually need. All right? Okay. You want a guest speaker, we'll unclick these. So we take this off, guest speaker, right? And let's go through it. We need a guest speaker. Let's use art and design. I was surprised one time when art and design actually came up because we never have anything. So I was very surprised. Let's take the range, say from 10 to 12. No, I mean 12. 10 to 14. Notice how a lot of those sessions disappeared, right?
Yeah.
So it now gives me a range for only 10 to 14 years old. I don't need the 18-year-old anymore because I'm not teaching 18. Hold on. I live by planes, so you can hear plane fly over just now. Even though the airport's supposed to be closed, but planes flying. 10 to 14. What's the duration that I want? Do I want 15 minutes? I'm not Skyping nobody for 15 minutes. So let's say we're looking for 90 to 180. We don't have anything available now. So we know that we're gonna have to narrow down a little bit more. I have to change the year, the age. We might have to change the minutes. All right, so let's go back to putting that back like that. And at least we'll have this Meet the Moose. And so once we click on Meet the Moose, all right, see, this is, I don't know, Siobhan, Clark, mute your mic for me, please.
Oh, wow. When I signed in for Skype in the classroom, I see all my children email.
You did?
Yeah.
Awesome. So that means you would have connected somewhere.
Yeah, on Edmodo. I had to input their email on Edmodo. And when I went to sign up, it said contact email, and I started putting in an email. All of a sudden, all my children's email came up.
Who am I talking to? Who is Erlene?
Yeah.
Okay, Erlene, let me tell you why.
Why?
The video that Edmodo uses Skype.
Oh. Oh.
Everything. Half of these platforms is Skype. You know when you use your WhatsApp video, what that is?
Skype.
Skype. When you use your Facebook video, what is that?
Oh, that's Skype too.
Wow. Don't think these things aren't connected, man.
Yeah.
These things are connected, and that's why too we have to teach our kids digital citizenship. Because when you put your email in one thing, that one thing might connect you to 6 more things because that one platform might own the 5 more platforms. You see why you have to be careful?
Wow.
Early and that's a good, see why you have to collaborate. I never even knew that. And I have Edmodo.
Wow.
Yeah, I never knew that. And I have Edmodo. I didn't know that connected it automatically. So that's excellent. That's actually, yes, an excellent resource. Okay, now remember earlier when I was saying I wouldn't go for lessons that don't give me enough information? See here, this is giving me the information that I want.
Right.
We're talking about needing the most, and we're talking about the author and illustrator. So we have language and we have arts going on right here. This person would have given me all this information as to what he, and see, I have a guest speaker. He gave me his name, he's a guest speaker. He would have told me everything that he would be doing. He tells me during the Skype visit with your class, I would read the book, Moose, Mischief. And he gives me points as to what he will be doing with my class. Then he turns around and he gives me resources. So that makes me trust him a little bit more. Now, not to say that he is trustworthy, and he might be trustworthy, but it makes me feel a little bit more at ease that I picked the right person. He even gave me pics and a YouTube video. You see? So I wouldn't go for people who just have a class set up and they don't have anything else for me to review. That's a no for me. That's a no for me. I need a little bit more than that. So if we want to request a session, right, we would request this session. And what it will do, it'll give you the dates. And then you would select where it's available. Now notice I'm pressing it, nothing's happening. These are your markers. Blue means he's available. Red means that's his high demand time. And then when it turns green, that's actually your request time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look. We're gonna scroll up and down to see if there is anything available. There's nothing available. And I can tell you why it's nothing available. They're probably on lockdown. They're probably on lockdown, so therefore he cleared the schedule so no one could try and send him a request. Because he's not going to be in here without the options. All right, let's just choose one more just to take a look at it. See here? Once you don't see anything, then there's no time. And like I said, he's probably in lockdown, so he cleared the schedule so no one can actually send a session. So once you would have clicked the time you want, then you would press continue. And another thing you have to be mindful of too, like I say, make sure you know where the person lives, because the person might be perfect for your talk that you want, or the guest speaker, but he might not be available. You might overlook the time or region that they're in. Okay, you might just see 1 o'clock and then you realize, hold on, 1 o'clock his time is actually 8 o'clock p.m. my time. So then it doesn't work. And I've had that actually happen to me too, where I was not really conscious, not conscious, but I didn't look at it at all. I just did it. I was so excited, like, oh yes, I thought I did it. And then I look at the time, I'm like, hold on. So I had to email her and let her know, you know, I couldn't do it because of the time difference, right? But I can tell you that lady still did that. She's in, she's one of the Arab countries, Syria. She's a Syrian. She still did that. She came in as a guest talk. I was like, wow, it wasn't a friend.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is my favorite art teacher.
Candice King here.
Hey.
Hi, yes. With regards to collaborating around the world, is this only for the English-speaking persons, or is there a translation app on it?
Right. Excellent question, Ms. King. Skype does, the Skype itself, now I don't have Skype open, but Skype itself actually has a translator on it. So you can go ahead and Google that later. I did a session with Aaron Bailey, I think last year, and I showed them how the translator works. So what happens is you would speak to a person with say it's the Spanish-speaking school. It will translate, when you speak in English, it will translate it into Spanish for them. And when they speak to you in Spanish, it will translate to English for you. Yeah. Miss King, my baby say, I know Miss King.
Thank you.
That's your art teacher. That's my baby's art teacher. I'm so proud. But yes, so go ahead and Google that, because that's important.
Yeah.
We don't want to lose a session because we don't speak the language.
Right.
You know, and it's even better for those who speak a foreign language, not speak a foreign, teach us a foreign language, because it's actually going to help your kids with the speaking of the language. I can't speak nothing. I used to speak French. I don't know what happened. I just, listen, I ain't gonna tell y'all I been to France, Paris, and spoke it and was intermediate conversational French and don't have a clue now. I tell you.
You just hurt my heart because je parle français très bien. I'll say merci to you. Merci, merci.
Yes, I know all of that, but I mean, everything else I know gone. I mean, you know, sometimes when you don't practice, that's what happens. Not sometimes.
Yeah.
Every time you don't practice, that's what happens. Right? All right.
Right.
Okay, so let's just, everybody's clear on Skype, or we still need to have just a little bit. Oh, you know what I really want to talk about is the mystery Skype. Now, see, before Skype had I believe the Skype platform before this one was better. This one's a little dry to me. You know, I feeling it because it gives you the excitement of the platform. It had videos for you to take a look at. It gave you examples. I don't know who redesigned the platform, but it's pretty dry to me. But the Skype in the classroom is very interactive. Okay. The mystery Skype is so amazing. Any social studies teachers out here, this is perfect for you. I did this with a social studies class many years ago, where we did a mystery Skype and they used maps. So for their lesson, they were doing mapping. So they were all given their individual maps, and then they asked a series of questions. Are you by the Atlantic Ocean? If they said yes, then they know which areas to look in. If they said no, then are you in the Pacific Ocean? So they were able to ask specific questions until they get the answer. So if the person was in the US, are you in the US? Yes, okay. Are you in a state that's hot? Say yes. So you have to ask yes and no questions until you get to where the person is actually located. So it's fun for all classes, but the social studies teachers really can benefit from the mystery Skype. Okay, and I love doing it. There's sometimes where we would do mystery Skypes, even in my class, with the art class, and then we'll just sit down with the other class, and then we'll talk about different types of art. One time, I'm gonna tell you this, one time-
Eric, you don't finish what you have to do for the day? Today is Thursday, the written conference, and I see you.
Portia.
Sorry.
You ran your multitasking, Portia.
Let me mute my mic.
We were supposed to be talking about art, and what ended up happening is the kids were intrigued to find out about each other. So in the process of asking different questions, they realized that they had more in common than they thought. There was a class in Texas with my grade 8 in Nassau, and they thought exactly the same. Exactly the same. It was actually very intriguing to see that we were, these children, this and the children everywhere are the same. They are the same everywhere. And they were excited to talk about, they was excited to talk about even the different cultures too, like, I don't know what's going on with the car outside. Anyway, the different culture in terms of how they saw the kids in the uniform. They were like, you wear a uniform? And our kids was like, yeah, really, we wear uniforms and it's hot. You know, our children's put on a good show. It's hot. We wish we didn't have to wear a uniform like y'all. And so we talked until the bell, I literally lost a track of time because the conversation was so engaging. So their bell rang first. And the minute their bell rang, maybe like a minute later, ours rang. So it was very engaging for the kids, yeah. Well, I was supposed to stop long. I talk too much, man. Any other questions? I was supposed to ask questions. If you had any questions you needed answered. Any questions? It don't have to necessarily be geared towards the Skype in the classroom or necessarily the platform. But I will tell you this Educators platform is where I got a good start internationally. All right, I was a Microsoft educator from 2013 That's when I won my first trip to Spain, based on lessons that I would have submitted that incorporated technology. And I can tell you, the Caribbean has I don't even know now, because I didn't do it last year because I had all kind of other issues that was going on in my life. I was getting ready to give up on teaching, to be honest with you. Another story for another time. So I didn't do it last year. But there's very few people in the Caribbean that's on the network, and they're looking for more teachers to actually get out there to enjoy the network, put your lessons out. We in the Bahamas, we are very creative people. We're very innovative people, and believe it or not, we are very technologically savvy. You know, we use technology on our own in our classrooms. So we have to let the world know that, you know, we are here. We can do this, and, you know, share your lessons. This platform here is where you go, you share your lesson. On the platform, I suggest you go and really study it. Just go on. They have a lot of videos that you can take a look at. They have a lot of learning resources that you can take a look at. I'm going to actually put together some resources, and I'm going to email them to you along with the Teams resource too. This Teams, I really believe we're missing the mark with Teams. We really have to try and see how best we can incorporate that, and then we wouldn't have to be doing so many things. Right now, because we don't have one thing that we use, there's a lot of things that are being used, and which is fine, because I'm a Quizzes girl all day. You know, I'm a Quizzes girl, but we need to come to a place where we say, all right, this is the platform that I'm using. You know, I might use another educational technology at some point, but this is where the platform is. This is where the lessons are going to go. This is where the grade. And let me tell you, for Teams, marks, work, and everything, just like all the other platforms. Everything you could think of is in there, and the Skyping abilities are in Teams too. So they have upgraded the Skype for Business, and they've placed it in Teams. So you will have a higher grade Skype platform to use. You'll actually be using the Skype for Business platform. All right?
Awesome.
All right, so before, and is there any other questions before we go? Because I want to play one Quizzes game. I tell you all, I'm a Quizzy girl. Any other questions? Anybody? All right, so I'm going to run a Quizzes game just for the fun of it. Let me see if I can find it. Where's the Quizzes? All right, now if you can join us in this game, we want to go play live. It's 11 questions, and it's about apps. All right, so I'm going to let it come up. All right, joinmyquizzes.com, and that's the code. Let's see who's going to win this. Let's see if I can find the chat. Where's my chat? Why is my daughter trying to? No, you cannot join this. This is for the teachers. Thank you. Ms. King, come for your student.
How do I get on this?
All right, joinmyquiz.com. This is it right here.
Okay,
yeah. Joinmyquiz.com.
Entering on a different device.
Okay. Okay. This way. Oh, Lord. All right, so I see Portia's in. Chevette's in.
Hold on, man.
What happened? What happened?
I'm not
okay. Okay.
Oh.
All right, so let's go. We're going to go to another browser, and we're going to type in joinmyquiz.com. And once you go there, it's going to ask you for the code.
Okay, I think I got it.
Okay. So once you get the code, you put in that code, and then we'll run the game.
Okay, where the code going?
Oh, sorry, child, I forget. Listen, you know, you're multitasking. I'm trying to see who all in.
Okay, 004. I didn't see angle in this.
How you know?
Don't say that.
How you know?
You don't know.
Everybody then
know?
on the
Quit up being negative.
Listen to me. This ain't have to do with whoever on voice, you know. It's whoever answers correctly. First of all the answers right, and who does it the fastest. We were playing. I like to do these codes on my WhatsApp. So I run a game from my WhatsApp last night, and one person in here was on the game. I ain't gonna call her name, Kelly Brown. I ain't gonna call her name.
But I knocked you out today, you know.
She was on the game, right? And she was winning. There's a girl that came, like she literally, you couldn't tell me she didn't win. There was a girl that came at the end of that game. She beat you, right?
Yes, she did.
She beat her. I was like, oh my God, I know Kelly's
I'm so ashamed.
I
I ain't supposed to be playing this game no more.
Don't do it.
I'm not to be playing anybody.
Stop it. All right, so everybody is in now. So we don't really have 10 minutes because we want to make sure we've got the TV for 5 o'clock so we can get an update. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and run the game. For those who are not familiar with quizzes, once I press start, it's going to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You ready?
Oh God.
Ready?
Yes.
All right. What I say? Really nothing saying, oh God.
Yeah, that's me.
Stop it, man. All right, we ready. I'm starting the game.
What? Like the correct answer? Oh, I think I know.
Woo, you can get it. Yes, Shirley, you give me life, girl.
Charles, where you come from?
Listen, this is my favorite game. This is having me squawking in my bed. You hear me?
Okay.
Let's see everybody.
Okay. Select the correct answer. Ooh. I think that's it.
Look at these fire. Ooh.
This redemption.
It's redemption, eh? Charles, what happened, man? This might take
How come everybody get okay. Instagram. Okay, who beat me? I see someone have 3,000 something.
Oh my! Well, Kelly got 5,000.
What are you doing?
Man, this thing ain't moving fast enough. Okay. Ooh, I know that.
Portia, where you come from? Ooh, Arlene, I see you, girl. I see you.
Very correct.
What? That sucks.
What happened?
Man, come on, man. Oh, that's that.
Good, I love it. I love it.
What are you
playing?
Double Jeopardy. Get double points.
Shoot, I don't know that one.
Where
you get this thing from? I don't know that.
I on double. Oh, shoot, what the hell is this? Man.
Portia, God. Oh, look, they ain't playing.
Oh, shoot, man. I don't know. Oh, oh my God. Sorry. My expectation. Oh gosh.
Oh gosh.
Can I play?
Oh Lord, Shavette. Where you come from?
Man, hold on.
Shavette going right there. Look at Victoria.
What happened to this computer?
Right on, second.
I didn't click.
Caution and come back. Ooh, look at Victoria. She back again.
No, man. 8,000 points. How you get 8,000?
All right. So far.
Oh, shoot.
Now, Shavette ain't really win. She has so far. Okay. She might win for real because these points, the what I know.
You want to
play next one?
We're playing next one.
You got to play next one. This ain't right.
I win.
I win. One question wrong. Where Shavette come from?
I win though. Give finish. But hold on, the game ain't finished.
Let's go.
Kelly Brown, you like this, you know.
Look at King. I didn't know the last.
Redemption question. Be a tough question you got wrong. Choose wisely. Okay.
How you getting third?
Google Chrome. That's Google Chrome.
I know what's
teacher
up,
on
Kelly.
Monster. All done?
All done?
Create. Hold on, so I know who win.
I win. No. This is war.
So who win?
No, that's fine. I win. No.
Shavette won. Victoria came second. Kenny third. King Ford, Alexis.
You have enough time before 5 do another game. Thank you.
We're gonna run one more because this Kelly Blanc, she don't like lose.
So what I came.
Okay, I win on this one.
It's cool.
I ready.
Let's go. Come. Let's go, Sherelle.
Okay,
let's
let me
go.
end this one.
Now hold on. Everybody going too fast. Where's the new game?
I ain't doing it yet, Earlene. I ain't doing it yet.
What you have to do to get? You have to go back?
You go back to join the game. I can put up the code.
Hold on. This Victoria, this is.
Yeah, this Victoria. Nice and quiet.
Victoria, where you come from?
Join my quiz. Okay.
All right.
Don't worry.
Go to my quizzes. Now this one.
Don't make this hard.
This could be Bahamaland.
Yeah, do Bahamaland.
Bahamaland.
Social studies.
I just finished Bahamas.
Y'all ready? For goodness sake, this should be 100%. And one it is, listen, one question in here twice. For goodness sake, don't get it wrong twice.
Just send the code.
All right.
Yeah, give us the code.
Listen, there's some competitive people. I love it. Okay, host.
They don't like Lewis. That's the problem. They don't like Lewis.
No. Y'all don't know. Kelly Brown.
I think my computer is too slow.
Right. Blame it on the computer.
Okay, here we go. The last game
y'all be
code
quiet
for this session.
4927772. See, everybody faster than me, man.
Really, and don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Hey. Okay, start game. All right.
Why you see somebody say Alexis? There's a new person in here. Alexis, you was here before? Come to win, right?
Alexis, goodbye.
Alexis, you the main one to beat you all.
Josh.
Victoria.
Mom, these pumps not going in.
If I don't win this, I'm going to play no more game. I'm playing no more game after this.
Nah, I see Penniman. Penniman, you there?
I need to concentrate. I need to mute y'all.
Yes, Kenny.
People.
Oh, I didn't see that down there. All right, so nobody else is coming. And anyone else that come in, let me put it up because it might be that they're trying to find the code. Just in case, we're going to give them 1 more minute. And then after
1 more minute.
No,
3 seconds.
30 seconds.
Okay, all right. Couple seconds. They can always join after. Okay.
Start.
Let's go. Start. We ready.
We starting.
Oh, God.
Go.
All right.
Oh, God.
What is the name of the Bahamas national anthem? Oh, Lord. Bahamaland. Let's see that much. I think that's it there. Oh,
Kendall.
Let me turn off the thing because I show you.
What was the first Prime Minister of the Bahamas?
I don't get one wrong.
Oh, no.
Ooh, y'all can't be social studies people.
I'm going too fast. And
name the opposition leader.
I was right.
Recall.
What was the first Prime Minister of the Bahamas?
Who is the Prime Minister of the Bahamas?
Okay.
Boy, that's moving fast.
Mommy, this
Power off. Grace, don't distract me right now.
You are being distracting. Yeah,
which island in the Bahamas is known for producing Oh, I know that.
All right.
I think you mean their friend.
Look at Charles.
Hold on, how you get to 4,000? What title does Mr. C.A. Smith currently? Man, this is the same crap.
You don't know that?
Glory. Hallelujah.
I got it. Kirk, shut up. I got it.
Crap. I missed
the Prime Minister of the Bahamas. Stupid menace. Boy, I could beat Kirk. I didn't see that happening.
Oh, look at your bed.
How y'all get 8,000 in this island? That's Andres.
Oh, yeah. Right there. Oh, early. Look at Erlene. Oh,
yes, ma'am.
This thing moving for Erlene.
What is the capital? What is the capital of NAS? Mom, moves. What is this? Not now, moves. Okay.
You know?
What? No!
Yes, damn it.
And what is the capital of Nassau?
And what was the official title when he's Mayosh? So what was his official title? Yeah, man. That gotta be
look
it.
at Chevette.
Y'all stop talking. Who was the first? Please ask me that question again. Immunity. Get a second chance. That's it. Incorrect. Okay. Man, what is this missing? What is the missing word? Pledge allegiance to the. Pledge. Oh, this. I pledge my allegiance to the flag and to the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, so which is that. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Done.
I could have win that.
Tourism teacher. Done.
Anything else? What is the capital of Nassau?
Done. Done. Anything else? The answer was none.
The answer was none.
Anything else?
It says, what is the capital of Nassau? And they had Nassau as one.
None.
No, it says Nassau is the capital.
Anything else around so I can go watch the news?
That's it. Oh, we gotta go. Thank you very much for coming. I will send your certificates.
I hate this game.
Stay tuned for the next. Stay tuned for the next workshop, okay?
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Stop recording now.